Good evening, and welcome to the Noise Show. Hi Matt, hope you will enjoy it. I announced the Polyend Synth, but I am also working with this one. Let's see if I can show it. There. It's the back side. Let's take the front. The torso S-4. It's one that generates the beat at the moment. That's the first patch I've made on that one, and that's as far as I got on that one so far. So it's not going to be about the torso, even though it sounds incredible. But I don't know how to program it yet. Not much about it, besides this one. Which I may use a few times today. But the Polyend, I'm a little further, so I know a little more than I knew before. Still a beginner, but I'm beginning to understand. And this is the first time I connect the Polyend Synth to any external gear and sync it by MIDI. And it seems to work. But still, I haven't played much with sequences, so let's do that today. And I also want to make this sound a little more interesting than just this. So let's work on that. I still haven't found out completely about scenes and presets. Sometimes when I load another preset, I load a scene and destroys everything. So, but let's see. I'll try to load another preset and hope it works. that's a thing you have to be careful with. If you have latched any keys or pads on the Polyend synth, then you unlatch them by hitting the shift key twice. But if you're programming things and listening or jamming live, especially if jamming live, then be careful with doing shift functions, because you easily, without thinking about it, hit the shift button twice. That was what just happened. So I released all of the latched keys. You can release one key if you hold down the shift and hit that key or pad. But here I released everything. So let's put something on again. Let's work on this one first. First it has to be a little louder, so into the mixer and turn up the level there. And then I would like to send a little more to the delay. It's already at max send to the delay and max send to the reverb. Yeah, then let's go to the delay. What happened here? I hold the shift, hit this twice. Oh, it wasn't how I unlatched before, but I'm just looking for what I did wrong. But I must have hit the shift twice. Okay, the delay. That's number 2. The first delay is modulation. No, the first effect is modulation, then it's delay, and then it's reverb. So let's work on the delay. Let's see. All these 9 knobs corresponds to these 9 parameters, and that's how it works on almost every screen. These are macros, which can be programmed per scene, or I'm not sure if it's also per preset. A preset is on one engine. There are 3 engines. So right now we're working on the scientist preset, or is it the scene? It's called scientist. I'm not sure. But right now we are working on the first engine, which we are going to work on the delay. I want some ping pong. The left one should just be an 8th, and 8D, yeah, got it, 8, and then a little more feedback. Is it too fast? effects are associated with scene, so I can change presets and keep the effects. That's a nice thing. Next one, next engine, Wavetable FM. The short for it, what the fuck? I can't stop saying that. I'm sorry. Let's try. I expect it's the MIDI sync that makes the delay lose its sync sometimes. I've tried that with other gear, so I believe it's is supposed to sound like a doorbell. It is FM. Well, you know me and FM, we are not the best friends. Let's go down that route. Said earlier that it wasn't the torso I would work on today, so let's keep it happened again. I double click the shift button. Once again. Oh, I have to synchronize it to the beat. When you are working on grains and the DWA, digital wave form, I think, engines on the sync, the browser is slow, sluggish, and therefore it's difficult to select something. Yeah, that's interesting. The sequencer, yeah. You say sequencer page tracker jack, TJ. It's not really like that. It's an ARP and a sequencer which is possible to combine on each engine. So the blue engine, the yellow engine, and the magenta engine can have different ARPs and sequences. But I will get to that. Perhaps we should see if we can work something out on the magenta engine, because we don't really have anything there except that the scene for that engine is changing scales for everything else. We do have something, but I've turned it down. Because it sounds like okay. But let's work on that. So let's turn everything else down. Just work on this. I have to sync this too. And that doesn't sound especially good, but we'll fix that. First we'll find sound which, I have to select the right engine. That's important when you work with this, because you have the three engines. To get back to, or to select the right engine before you change to something on the wrong one, it's easy to make those mistakes. Let's see. We'll go up and take simple bass here. Yeah, we'll take that one. and then into the sequencer page, and it's off. Now it's on. But I haven't worked on this before, so I don't know if this is enough. It was. Right now it's only up, and let's see. There are 3 pages here. I don't understand the first page, which is just off because it's playing. Okay, it's not when I hit it again. Let's take it on. But when I take it on, it just moves to a second page. I don't know why they have made it like that. No other pages in the Synth works like that. Okay, I have to sync. And I don't like swing, so at least not a lot. A little bit is okay. But I am the Kraftwerk kind of guy who like things to be tight and machine-like, and not human-like. So I don't use swing a lot usually. Let's see. This is the ARP. Let's go to the sequencer. I probably have to start it again. Here I can record. Last week, no, not last week. Wednesday, when I talked with Andy, I said that you couldn't record on it, but you can, and this is where you do it. I don't know how to step record here, or if that is the way to do it, but let's try. So first, let's just stop the drums and do it manually. So let's say record like that, and yeah, you do it in steps. Then I have to learn the scale. Let's try from the beginning again. How do I reset it? Like that, yeah. Okay. Okay, 8 steps. That's what I made for now. I don't know the scale here, so I'm not playing something. Yeah, I don't know how it will sound, so then I will have to try a few times. But now we have a 8-step for sequence, so I go to play, and then I can start the beat again. So that's how it works, TJ. Let's see what others are writing. Oops. Oh, thank you, I send you Body Electric. I've been enjoying jamming on it, so it's a great machine, really great. Let's see. So that's how you can record a sequence, and you can adjust the gate length, the rate, etc. Let's just make an ARP instead. I like ARPs, so probably have to do this. yeah, that's how to erase a sequence. And then to the up, and then I just have to sync it to the rhythm. And then we can find a better sound for this. One thing I complained about at Wednesday was that the browser always resets to the top, and if you haven't selected a sound or preset, then it goes back to the previous engine. No, that's wrong to say it like that. If you change engine and haven't selected a preset, it will go back to the previous engine. I would like it to remember where you came from. That would be a nice function. I have to write it to Polyend. Yeah. By the way, the manual, there's a printed manual. This is a quick manual, and it's quite detailed after all. For such a cheap machine, because it is cheap, that's relative of course, but it's relative cheap, not cheap, and the manual is superb. The printed manual has the problem that it's for an older firmware version, so you have to download or watch the new manual online. And this is the quick manual. There's another deep manual that describes all the CCs and everything in it, and that's very good. I don't see that on Much Gear. Much Gear is just the gear, and you have to try and learn it that way, and that's terrible. The torso, no manual. There is a manual online, but no papers came along it. I was really surprised because that's not cheap. That's sad. Well, despite that there are two manuals for the Polyend Synth, it's so easy to use that you actually don't need a manual. You just play around and learn. Okay, let's see. Well, on the other engines, I made some weird or chose some weird sounds, some weird presets. So perhaps I should continue with that on this one, just to make it fit together. I have to be careful because this will be loud at some time. Okay, let's see. There it did it. It reset the browser to another engine which was much louder than everything else. That's stupid. So let's go to the engine where I worked before there and browse this one. Yeah, thank you, Awkward Teeth and Hair Productions. Please support me. Click like and subscribe if you haven't done that. And if you don't like what I do, feel free to click dislike twice. That's a bonus. Yeah, let's continue here. This is the first time I see this. It says CPU high, so I'm trying to play 3 engines with a WA engine. Perhaps I should look it up what it is. If I can find it here. I have to search for it. The engines, let's see. DWA. The DWA. Okay, let's try once more. D-job. I have to make this bigger. I can't read it. DWA is a dual wavetable architecture synthesizer with an experimental approach to sample-based synthesis. Each DWA patch uses 2 samples that can be cross-mixed, looped and manipulated in various ways. Tight control of the sample playback allows for single-cycle waveforms, mangled loops, or randomized snippets. Transform simple samples into extraordinary sounds. Yeah. So that's the engine which is hard on the synth at the moment because I run 3 of them. But I can go into the main menu and the synths, and there I can take away some voices. There are 5 voices on the last engine here, so I'll take those away and live with 1. And now it shouldn't overload, hopefully. Let's see. By the way, the MIDI engine is interesting. You can use that if you want to use these 9 buttons as a CC controller for external gear. So you can have an engine. You can actually, each engine is on a MIDI channel, so it's multi-temporal 3 parts. you can have MIDI engines with 9 controllers here from here, 9 encoders. So like the oscillators, you also have a MIDI engine. Yeah, let's do something again. So here I'm browsing the different samples in the Polyend Synth for the granular engine. I don't know what I'm doing here yet, so let's do something else. They'd forgot it because I just clicked on the engine, but I didn't select the sound or the preset, so it forgot that. There are some small bugs like that, and that's annoying. I hope they fix that. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm trying. Why does it sound like noise? Well, of course the noise has something to say. Yeah, of course. Okay. If you want to change octave, hold down the engine and turn the knob. Nothing happened here. Probably because I don't know how to program this engine. Let's try now. Let's try the casual one. Not that I prefer this one, but I will try to see what we can do on this one. It looks like the same parameters as some of the others, but let's try. install it. I still have the presets on the other engines for something weird, so let's do something else. Let's make caches on all of them. My specialty is not being tight. Matt, you write about my torso. You think I will use it for effects. Right now, I haven't tried to running anything through it yet. I did prepare so I could connect it, but I'm not sure. I may be fiddling too much with that without making anything interesting. So I will not do that today. So today I only use it for this beat, and that's the first project I've made on it. And more will come. So all the effects you're hearing are from the Polyend Synth. I'm not running any external effects. I could. I could run the night work, but I think the effects are so good in the Polyend Synth that I don't need to do more things on it. look forward to more explorations too, Matt. You like the ghost notes floating around? I sing the body electric. I don't know if it's in this part or an earlier part of what I did, but that's the fun part about this machine. You get a few places. It's interesting. did it again. I went to the machine without selecting the preset that I browsed to, so forgotten. Let's try again. If you like what you see in here, click like and subscribe if you haven't already done that. And if you don't like it, you can feel free to click dislike twice. That's a bonus. Let's see. Any questions? I have a few. I haven't worked with the mods modulation yet. Let's try some modulation on. Let's pick some modulation from LFO1 to the filter cutoff. I would love if the LFO could get up to audio rates. That would be fun. Thomas, and welcome. Perhaps I should try to make something on the torso. Let's put this away. Oh, it's very black with this lightning. Let's see. Put some more light on it. Doesn't help. Okay, let's keep it as it is. Let's see. I'm really a virgin on this one. I've made this one project. I don't know if you have to work in projects, so in another way, but that's how I've done it. So let's go to the one I edited during the stream. Let's see. Load. This is the one. And let's work on this. Sounds exactly as the previous one. I'm probably on the wrong one. It is the right one. I did save the previous one as number 2. So let's go to the other tracks and clear them. Can I do that? Not much happened. No, that's not the way. It's probably only the parameter you're on. So let's see. Clear. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can project. New. Create new. Yes. Save current. No. There. Now we are on an empty one. So let's start to play so we can hear what we do. And we'll start here where I can load something. Let's see. The sample browser. We have these different categories: melodic, harmonic, rhythmic, different samples. So let's take something rhythmic and find a rhythm of some kind. Can't I hear it while I would love to hear it while I'm here. I don't know how, but let's load it. Select and play. A little loud. And let's twist it a little bit. need some effects we can put on it. So let's load another. I would like to hear them without the effects first. We can use the drums on that one, on the bass drum. And then we go to the next track. And load another rhythm. Yeah, let's take that too. Let's make it slow like this one. Gotta remember that you can press, as on the Polyend Synth, you can press 2 times, and you can see here there are more menu items. I'd like this one to be a little louder. Do we have to do it with this? Yeah, but I don't want it distorted. And then I need a hi-hat of some kind. So let's go to track 3 and load a hi-hat if I can find one. This is beat making. The reason I got it is not for beats, it's more for it's not for beats, it's for doing something ambient. This is doing beats. I've done that before. This is kind of how I built my built my sound library Heartbeats when I made that. We need something to. We need a groove here. Let's make something ambient or something like that. I don't know where I am now. Okay, back. We are doing something new. Track 1. And loading something back, and should be something harmonic or field recording. Let's start with field recording. A ghost here. Let's to load some new samples into this. Okay. But let's work with the rain. And let's hear different pitches. Sounds like a train almost. I don't know. I know a few of the things I'm doing, but not everything. Nice. And that's even without using effects. Nice. Let's pitch it further down. Let's take the next track. Tivoli. Already there we are having a great ambient thing. This is nice. Thanks, Matt. I discovered before that I didn't have to turn this one all the time when I'm browsing. That I can do that over here. But also some options when I press the encoders. Let's see. Oh, let's try that. I don't know what happened. I know what fifth is, but all the other stuff, I don't know. Okay, let's take the next track. Why do people run for a train which comes every third minute? I just don't understand. get it. The options I get has to do with the parameter I'm on. I get it, yeah. Yeah, I saw some videos from Superbooth where they presented the temp button and things like that, which is not in the firmware yet. I am running the latest available firmware. I always update my gear. This is interesting. Could also be fun to make some things you can play, but first of all I have to put in some of my own samples, and I have to go out with my field recorder and do a lot more samples. This is nice. I still need a master filter. Of course I can turn down the bass here, but if I use this as a background for something else like this, then it's not good if it has too much bottom. So I'll take away the bass from here. And that's the mixer. And then I add this. Okay, so it does have something on the mix page. Yeah, that's the mix page. Let's turn it up again. Yeah, I sang the body electric. No, it's not you who said it, it was Matt. Yeah. But the problem there is for each channel I would like a filter on the main mix, so I don't have to do it on each channel. So I have something that sounds good on its own, but when it's to be used together with, for example, the Polyend Synth, and then I would like to have the possibility to turn down the complete mix, remove the bottom, so it doesn't eat the synth. That's a thing that should be on the perform page, perhaps. I don't know, which is not available yet. The scene page and the perform page is not available. And the temp page, or temp function, I know it's a function, it's not available yet. But I like this, it's really good. And it's nice, it has this mixer page. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, Matt, you say you think it's coming soon. I think you're talking about the missing functions. I don't know if you know anything about the filter, if there will be a master channel too. Master mix. This is interesting. Okay, let's try a new one. Project. New. Yes. Save that. Nice. Nice way it ended. Okay, load. And let's see what else is here. Okay, I like that. Yeah, let's see. I like that. that's a nice tool. I have something I want to play with for a long time, I think. That's nice. So let's end the stream for today. I hope you liked it, as usual. If you liked it, click like and subscribe, and as I've said all day today, if you don't like it, click dislike twice as a bonus. And thank you to all the chatters and all the good tips, hints you came with for the gear. I appreciate that. I hope to see you again next time. Next stream will probably be a senior stream. It's time for a senior stream soon. But I haven't planned anything yet, so it may be a noise show. I don't know yet. Ooh, I forgot one thing today. I forgot this one. The noise show. Oh, yeah, that happens. It was because I had to start what do you call it? Stinger, the Stinger video, and there when I play that, the logo kept being on the screen, so I had to disable it. That's thing you can't do automatically in Ecamm. You can in StreamYard, so there are some differences. But for a solo show, Ecamm is really good. For show with many guests, it's more StreamYard. Half God, half piece is writing, been lurking, funny head day today, so not very chatty, sorry. Oh, it's you who has a funny head. Okay, that happens. We all have days like that, more or less. Thank you everybody for being here. Hope to see you soon, and feel free to write me on Facebook or here on YouTube if you have any questions or suggestions for shows and improvements of what I do, or if you want to learn something which I haven't told you about, or learn me something. Okay, yeah. It's late, at least here. Here it's about almost 11:30, an hour later than in UK, and I keep talking. I'm saying goodbye. Yeah. See you next time. Let's find the teaser and play it out. So first I have to remove the logo, and also these screens I discovered before. Okay, let's play this.